Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so this is your memorize. Asa, please, 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 you need to advance more on the words. Um,
Yeah.
we have to learn the 400. Well, maybe not, but at least, I don't know, 80%. Okay.
Yep.
All
That's
right,
right.
so let's go to the homework. The homework was to answer from number 6
6.
to number 10, and it was going, you were going to tell me also the complete clause, the reduce and also the complete.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Oh,
so
yes.
let's start number 6, please.
Okay, let's check. Okay, the number 6, I have that. Okay, may I write here? Okay, the suspect is the subject. Then we put that the can be seen is the action.
Mm-hmm.
And I check that here in, where is it? But the suspect is the subject, can be is the action. And here, were just, I found, were just released. I have a different action. That's why I thought, what happened?
Uh-huh.
That's why I thought that in that part I need I forgot the name. A reduce. I have a reduced clause.
Okay, you need a connector, right?
Yep, in this part.
I'm sorry. Yes, exactly, exactly.
And I put that. I don't know. Wait a second. I put that. Yes, that the action word should be omitted. I put.
Oh, okay. So could you omit here? Could you write it? Could you like write on the screen what did you omit it? Mhm.
Uh-huh. Okay, I need to omit the word. And I put that the complete. I don't know what happened, but it delayed. It's me. I don't know. Okay, but I put that the correct one is who were just released. I with the. Yep. Can you see? I don't know. Where is
Yes, I
it?
can see. I can see.
It moved. Okay. Yes.
Okay, who were just released? Okay.
But I remember that here we cannot put the verb be because we need to omit it, right? So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I delayed it. That's
Okay,
it.
so this is the complete
Yep.
and this is the reduced.
Yep, but it's incorrect because we have
Exactly.
word.
Exactly. So that's right. Your explanation is okay, is right. The problem is the complete clause. Okay. Why? Because remember, it's an adjective clause. Remember, it's an adjective clause and goes after a noun. In this case, photographs. So you are describing the photographs. So the
Which?
which
Oh my
exactly.
god. I checked that it was the. I thought it was the suspect. But yes, that's right.
All right. An adjective clause, remember, just remember that adjective clause describe people or things and goes after the noun that is describing.
Yep.
Okay, and the action of the suspect, if you notice here, is can be seen. This is the
Mm-hmm.
action of the suspect. All right, just be
Okay,
careful
yeah.
about that.
That's right.
Okay, so let's go with number 7.
Well, number 7. I put that the food is the action.
The subject.
I'm sorry, yes, the subject. Oh my god. Then we have attract. Uh-huh, the action.
Exactly, this is the action of food. Very good.
And I need to be honest, I said that it was correct because I
Okay.
thought, I know it's not correct. I thought here in placing, I need to
Uh-huh.
put which was, but I'm not sure. I put which was. The food which
Okay,
was
which was
placing.
placing. Uh, well, if
No,
you
right.
say that, it's correct. You're right. The problem is that the tense in this part of the clause, the main clause is past,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to put, because it's passive voice, we are talking about the food. So instead of placing, we are going to use placed. Okay,
Placed.
placed. All right, so which was placed. This is the complete clause, which was placed. So the thing that we are going to meet in the reduced clause is going to be which and was. So that's why it's incorrect. We are going to use placed instead of placing.
Placing. Placed. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. But you're right. You say that it was incorrect, right? Or you say that it was correct?
I said that it was correct.
Okay. All right. Let's go with number 8, please.
Okay, the number 8, I thought that is incorrect. And in this one, I have a lot of questions, I think.
Okay. Well, the thing is that it's correct.
Yeah, but actually, I checked the reading. That's why maybe I got confused.
Uh-huh.
Because I checked that, okay, we have impress, and here we have with everything. And
Uh-huh.
then I checked the reading, and I think that here I need a comma. I don't know. Here we have the subject, and here we have the action. And okay, here we have one more time a different action, a
Uh-huh.
subject one more time.
Yes.
Okay, sign up is the action, right?
Yes.
But that's why I thought that it was incorrect because I thought that here I need a comma according to what I read.
Um, no, because it's not an appositive. If you put a comma here, this convert this clause into an appositive, and it's not an appositive. I am going to write the complete clause, and after that, you're going to see where there is everything in this sentence. So it's an adjective clause, but it's at the beginning of the sentence. Remember, we can put adjective clause at the beginning of the sentence only if this clause is reduced, right? So it's she who was impressed with everything had heard about the course. Okay,
No,
so
yeah.
that's it. This is the complete clause. And then Mary signed. Oh, okay. So it's Mary who was impressed with everything had heard about the course. Okay, so it's here is Mary, because Mary and she is the same person. Mary
Yep.
who was impressed with everything had heard about the course, comma. Now we have the comma, because it's no, actually we don't need a comma. Well, yes, because we can put it as an appositive, so we're going to put it here, comma, Mary, who was impressed with everything had heard about the course, signed her children up for it. Okay, so this is the complete clause.
Actually, I put the at the beginning I put Mary who was, but then I got lost, right? Because then I said, okay, I have like two subjects in the same sentence, so
Yes.
that's why I thought that I need a comma.
Well, the thing is that we have 3 subjects and we have 3 verbs.
Reactions.
Okay,
Okay.
3 actions. So I am going to point that Mary is the first subject, and the action is signed up. Then
Mhm.
who is the subject and was impressed is the action. And here we have had her, right? So this one is, so who was impressed with everything she had heard about the course. But yes, this is, well, yes, we can have, remember that we can have a connector. No, because it's a subject, right? It's a subject, it's a connector subject. Okay, so let's say she who was impressed with everything She who was impressed with everything had her. Okay, so I think that the complete and the correct clause would be like this. Put attention, put a lot of attention because you're right. So you said, hey, but I need a connector to put a comma, right? Or I need a comma to make it like an appositive. The thing is that it's not an appositive, it's an adjective clause. So here, she, it's a subject. I am going to point here the subject and the verb. So we have one subject, two subjects, three subjects, one action, two action, three actions. Okay. Now the problem is the order because, like we said, this is a connector subject, right? Okay. So we can put connector subject at the beginning of the sentence. Yes, we can, but we have put a comma. I don't remember. I think that no. Give me one sec. So we're going to do the adjective clauses, okay? Adjective clause connectors. Ah, okay, no, yes, yes, yes. So I was right. I was right. Yes, I remember now. Okay, so it's a subject connector, right? So it cannot be at the beginning of the sentence. That maybe is the confusion. Okay, give me one second to get to the exercise. All right. Okay, is this one? No, it's not this one. Sorry.
Me María. But yes.
Is Is this one okay? Yes, this one.
um,
No. Oh my gosh, I lost. I got lost.
I didn't wrote the page here. Page
It's okay. It's
225?
13, right?
No, 220. I
Is
don't
this
know.
one? Yes, here. I got it. Okay.
I,
So here I have, like I said, one subject, Mary, who two subjects, and she, other subject. But like you said, we cannot put like a connector subject at the beginning of the sentence, okay? Only if it's reduced, okay? So if I want to do the complete clause, I have to change the order of this clause, okay? So look, I am going to put first she, okay? She, and I am going to put it here. Mary. Oh my gosh, no. Give me one second because we have the comma. That's the problem.
yep.
Okay, Mary. She. Oh my gosh.
But we need to
Mary.
put Mary at the beginning, yes?
Well, okay. So let's not put Mary at the beginning. Let's put it here. Mary signed her up children up for it. Okay, so we have one subject, we have she, two subjects, and we have three subjects who. Okay, so I am going to change this she to the beginning of the sentence. She who was impressed with everything had heard about the course, comma, Mary signed her children up for it. Okay, the thing about this is that it's an appositive, so we are going to put it here because we have to have the comma, right? So
Oh.
she who was impressed with everything had heard about the cars, Mary signed her up. That's why I said that I have to put Mary at the beginning of the sentence because I think that it would be better. So Mary,
Mm.
who was impressed with everything, had heard about the course, Mary, sorry, Mary is not here. So everything she had heard about the course signed her up for it. Okay, the problem now is that we don't have, well, that we have the connector here. So that's the problem now. Okay, so what are we going to do, or what we can do in order to have the like the correct clause? Yeah, oh my gosh, I don't know. I
But
am
we
Mary.
need to put Mary again before signed up. Or no?
No, because Mary is here
No.
is the subject.
Uh,
Here's the subject, this is the verb.
that's
And
right.
that's why we
Yes.
have the commas. This is like it's an appositive. And if we want to reduce it, we can omit who and was, and we can put the clause at the beginning. Impressed with everything she had heard about the clause, comma, Mary signed her. Yes, you understand? The thing is, like you said, the complete clause is strange, not the reduced. The reduced is kind of easy because, like, look, if we reduce the clause, we are going to meet who and was, And we are going to put the reduced clause at the beginning of the sentence, right? So it's from impressed to everything. So we're going to put this at the beginning, impressed with everything. She had heard about the course, comma, Mary signed her children up for it. So this is the clause that we have here, number 8. The problem is the complete clause. How are we going to put the complete clause to have like a little bit more sense? That's the thing, all right? So let's see. We have seen another subject, sorry, another sentence where we can see this kind of example. So give me 1 second. For example, mhm, number. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think that we have seen before. Okay, let's see here. No, here we are not going to reduce them, right? Okay, this is the first one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now preparing to give prisoners. Okay, yes, but we have just one subject. The problem is that we had 3 subjects. Mhm.
Yep, I checked those examples
Yes, you check
because
those.
I was lost.
Well, the reduced clause is right. The problem is the complete.
The
The
complete
complete
one.
because the connector is at the beginning. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. That's the thing. Okay, so mhm. Give me 1 second. Let's change this she for Mary. Mary had heard about the cross. Okay, Mary had heard about the cross. With everything, Mary had heard about the cross. No, yes, no, everything. No, okay. Okay, so we have here Mary, and we are going to change it to she. Okay, she who she. No, we are going to change it just like Mary. It's the same. It's the same. So yes, the reduce is okay. The complete is not. It's strange. I don't know. This is no. I mean, the reduce is correct. I understand it. It's not so hard to understand. The problem is with the
Mm-hmm.
complete clause. And I think that we have seen another sentence. So I think that I have seen in another course another sentence like this. So maybe let's wait until we find something like this in order to understand it a little bit better. Okay, so I am going to write this one. I am going to write it in order to have it like a reminder to explain it better.
Okay, no.
All right, good. So let's just continue with the next one, please.
Okay, the number 9, right? Yes.
Yes,
Okay, I put that the number 9 is incorrect.
all right.
I put here the passengers the subject, and then that was difficult for me. And here I check that here I have the action, and also here I think it's a different action from. Huh. And I said that it was incorrect because instead of here we need to put hearing, right?
That's right. Very good. Excellent. So the complete
And
clause.
the complete, I put that. I can't remember where is exactly. Okay, I don't know where exactly. Let me check. But I wrote who.
Okay, if you have hearing, that's the beginning of the reduced clause. So that means that it's also the beginning of the complete clause, right?
It's here. I put here.
So remember, let's start with
Here.
mhm. Oh no, yes, but yes, you're right because we are talking about the passengers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know because in my notebook I put here, but I don't know why.
Yes, 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 you're right.
Yes.
Yes,
So present here the airport waiting room.
yes, you're right. Yes, yes. Continue, continue. Okay, so that's right. So the passenger who heard the announcement of the canceled flight, comma, groaned audibly, and that's it. Okay. So we have another here. We have another comma. So what's the problem? Oh, actually, we have two commas, so that means that it's an appositive. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No.
Yes, hearing is the correct one. Okay, so that's it. But the thing is that the commas and are pointing out that this is an appositive. Is an appositive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. The passenger who heard the announcement of the canceled flight. So you can say just like that, and this is the complete clause. We are not going to put everything, but we are just going to say the two clauses that we have here. The passenger who heard the announcement, okay, of the canceled flight, a groaned without comma, audibly, okay? Okay, so we need an appositive. So remember that an appositive can be at the beginning of the sentence and it can be a prepositional phrase. So let's start with the prepositional phrase and then the comma.
In
Okay,
the
so let's
airport.
say in the airport, a waiting room, comma, the passengers who heard the announcement, blah, 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 ground audibly. So this is the complete clause. You understand it?
Okay, yep.
And I think it's the same with the other one. But the problem with that is that now I say that, well, maybe this is a prepositional phrase. With everything she had heard about the course, this is a prepositional phrase. Maybe, but no, I don't think so because everything is a noun. Everything is a noun. So the object of the preposition is with. So I'm not sure about that. Again, give me one second. Everything it's a pronoun actually, right? Yes, it's a pronoun. So it's a noun, it's an object of the preposition with. So it cannot be a professional phrase. Yes,
No.
it's not, so forget about that, this analysis. But yes, okay, so the complete clause of this one, the number 9 is in the airport waiting room, comma, the passenger who heard the announcement of the canceled flight groaned audibly, and that's it. Okay,
Mhm.
without the commas because we have the connector subject, etc. Okay, questions?
No.
All right, good.
I didn't know that I can move all the sentences, but now that I know, okay.
Yes, the problem is number 8. It's strange. It's kind of strange that sentence. All right, good. So let's go with number 10.
And number 10. What is it? Okay, we have. Uh, I put that it's correct.
Okay, it's incorrect.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. Okay, I put that the subject is the meal
Mhm.
and the action was not enjoyable. But I think it's a little. Is the meal was not. Here we need to move, right? Really enjoyable? No, I put that.
Okay, and this is the subject, the meal, and the verb is was not enjoyable. That's correct. It's passive. No, no, sorry, no. It's just normal. It's active. The
The
meal
meal.
was not enjoyable. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
The problem with this one, okay, let's see. So we have an adjective clause, an adjective clause reduced, a reduced adjective clause at the beginning of the sentence. So that's not a problem. Also, we have here dissatisfied that it could be if we have the connector which, because we are talking about the meal, and we have the verb to be was, which was dissatisfied.
But we
Okay.
need a subject, right? Or no?
No, just, well, no, because it's a connector subject. So
Oh,
grammatically, Asa, this is correct because we have connector, subject, we have verb, we have another subject, and we have verbs. So we have two subjects, two verbs. The problem with this one is that we are talking about a meal, okay? And dissatisfied is an action that is transitive. It's something that a person does,
Mm.
not a thing, okay? A thing cannot show insatisfaction or dissatisfaction, cannot
Okay, yep.
do dissatisfaction. Do you understand it?
Yep.
So here we are talking about a person, and this clause is about a thing. So that's why it's not right. The correct would be another sentence, okay? It's not this sentence, okay? But we could be another, like the meal, which was ugly, the meal, which was, no, because we have to have a, okay, an adjective. Yes, the meal which was ugly or awful. Let's see it. Let's put it here.
Ugly.
We, that's it. Really was not enjoyable, and that's it. Okay, but the thing is that here we are talking about a thing, and here is talking or the action it has to be made by the person. So that's why it's incorrect. The thing about this illogical reduction. This is the concept, illogical reduction according to the book, but it's like that, okay? So dissatisfaction is something that is shown by a person or a thing, okay?
Yep.
All right, good. Oh my gosh, we spent half hour in this one. Okay, so let's try to do it a little bit quickly. And skill number 14, reduce adverb clause correctly. And it's the same as before, but now we are talking about reduce adverb clauses. Remember, adverb clauses, you are not going to omit the connectors. Okay, so the connectors, they are going to stay. For example, although, for example, when.
I can't
Okay,
remember. Adverb clause connector. Adverb.
adverb clause. Yes, we have condition, manner, we
That's
have
right.
time,
Place.
when, we have cause. Okay,
Time.
place.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the connector. I remember when you start an adverb clause connector, you have to have the comma. Okay, in this case, we have
Mm-hmm.
the comma. And if you want to reduce it, you are going to reduce the subject and the verb to be, the subject and the verb to be, okay? Just like the adjective clauses, but just remember that this is not an adjective clause. That's why this doesn't go after a noun. This can be at the beginning of the sentence, beginning with the connector and the comma, or it can be the connector and in the after the verb of the first subject, right? Okay, so just be careful about that because this is not an adjective clause, it's an adverb clause. And remember, when you have or when you want to reduce or when you see a reduced adverb clause, it has to be just the connector and the subject and the verb to be. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to like difference to the adjective clause is that we in the adjective clause we saw that connectors they are the subjects, right? But in this case we are going to see a subject like he or you, okay? In the adjective clause, we are not going to see that because remember that we are just going to read the adjective clause when they are subjects also, the connectors.
Yep.
All right, good, excellent. So, and it's the same as before. When you have another, you have here the connector, you have here the comma, so that's correct. But when you have another tense that is not the verb to be, like for example, this one feels, or for example, this one, you are going to reduce it, the subject and the verb, but you're going to change the verb,
Okay, with
the
ing.
ing form. Okay, it's similar, but it's just be careful. Okay,
Okay.
all right, and that's it. Okay, so we are going to see here the chart. Please make a screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with a verb to be in the adverb clause, you are going to omit the subject and the verb to be. You are going to keep the adverb connector.
That's
The
correct.
adverb connector is always going to be there, okay? And if you don't have the verb to be, you have another verb in another tense, you're going to omit the subject and you're going to change the verb to the ing form, okay? All right, so remember these are the connectors, time, condition, contrast, place, manner. All right, okay.
Okay.
Try to remember them by memory, by heart. Okay.
Yay.
To reduce another clauses, omit the subject. Okay, it's the same that I said. So let's go to the practice. That is the thing that it's the important thing about this. Okay, so number one, okay, each of the following sentence contain a reduced adverb clause. Circle the adverb connectors, underline the reduced clauses, and then indicate the sentences are correct or incorrect. So number one, if not completely satisfied, you can return the product to the manufacturer. Okay, so I have to remember I have to see the connector. If the connector is at the beginning, I have to have a comma.
Comma.
Okay, I have to have a comma. Yes. Then I don't have subject. Okay, in this one, so I could say that it's incorrect, but not because it's reduced. Okay, so I am going to find my subjects and my verbs. Use subject can return verb of the second clause. Okay, and satisfied is the action of the second clause, but it's reduced, so I have to see another thing. What is the complete clause? Let's see. If you are subject verb, or if
Ah,
you
yeah.
are not completely satisfied, comma, you can return, etc. Okay, so this is the complete clause, and if I want to reduce it, I have to reduce the subject and the verb to be. So that's why it's correct. You understand?
Yep, that one, yes.
That's one easy. Excellent. Very good. Number two, Steve has had to learn how to cook and clean since left home. Okay, so
Need to
I
put.
have here a connector. It's after the verb of the first clause. That's why I don't need a comma. Okay, right.
Mhm.
So my first subject of the first clause is Steve. Has had is the sub is the sorry is the Steve is the subject. Have has the is the verb.
It's because we need to put living? No. No.
Yes, yes, you're right. Yes, exactly. That's right. So remember, the complete clause would be he, okay, has had is present perfect, right? Has had.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has
Okay.
left home. This is the complete clause since he has left home. And the reduce, we are going to omit the subject and the verb that is not in the verb to be, and we are going to put it in ing form,
Living? Yeah.
leaving home.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay,
Okay.
so that's why it's incorrect. So it's your turn.
No. Okay, yes, I'll try. The ornament can be applied where needed. Okay, here we have the connector. Is connector right? Yes.
Yes.
The,
Ointment is unwent.
okay, interesting. Thanks. Can be applied is the verb, the action.
Very
If
good.
you were, I think is it's incorrect also. But we
It's
cannot say needing, right? Or yes.
it's correct. It's correct.
It's correct.
Yes,
Ah.
it's correct. So what is the complete clause? Remember,
Wait a
try to
second.
do the
Where?
complete. When you
Yeah,
have like
I'm
questions,
thinking.
doubts, try to do the complete. You have to put a subject and a verb after the connector. You
Where
have the
it
connector.
is.
Exactly, it is.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes.
So you're going to meet the subject and the verb to be. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So it's correct.
No.
Let's
Okay.
go with number four.
Okay, we have Tom and began the action to look. Began to look. Are you better complete? After complete. Okay, here is the. After
Connector.
is an. Yes.
This is an adverb connector. That's right.
Completed. It's right degree entry. Okay. So I think it's correct because it's with ing. It's in the middle, so we don't need commas.
Yes.
And the
Very good. It's
complete
correct.
one is. after he is in past, right? Complete.
Yes. Tom
Complete.
began to look.
So yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yay.
Very good. All right. Let's go with number 5.
Okay, we have at the beginning, so we need a comma. The comma is here. Excellent. Mm, he attends. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all of the games as a farm as a fan. Okay. Is that late?
Do the
It's
complete.
correct or no?
Do the complete clause. Do it
Although
before you say the answer. Do the complete clause.
he is not selecting or select.
But we are talking about who or what. He,
He.
right? We are
Uh huh.
talking about a person. Okay, so we have the connector is also. So we are going to have the exactly. So he's
Sorry.
okay. After also
Oh,
he
or
he looks
select.
attends exactly. Okay, so also he attends isn't selected.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because it has to be present. If you say selecting is present but continuous, progressive.
Mhm.
If you say selected is passive but is present. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so after he isn't selected, so we are going to omit the he and the is, although it also not selected for the team he attends. Okay. Did you understand it?
So I'm lost. So it's correct or incorrect?
Oh my gosh, no, it's incorrect. It's incorrect.
I'm kind of
Okay,
confused.
so instead of selecting, we are going to use selected.
Select. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's right.
Why? Because remember, okay, I'm going to remember you have to do the complete clause. So you have connector, you are talking about a he, a person, okay, and you have to have a verb. In this case, is not, no, is not. Also, he is not selected. Why I choose selected instead of selecting? A selecting is progressive, and the second clause is present simple, attends. He attends
Mm-hmm.
is present simple. This one has to be passive, selected. This one is a past participle, but the tense is present because it's here is not, okay? So if I reduce the clause, it's going to be also not selected instead of selecting.
Yep. Ah, yep.
Yes, do you understand it?
Yep.
All right.
Hear you. Okay. And number 6, here we have the connector at the beginning,
Mhm.
purchase here. And we have the buyer. The buyer is the subject, gets is an action. And when he chases his third, buyer gets a warranty of all items. When he
Okay, that's the thing.
it's
Okay.
similar to the
Yes, yes, it's similar.
so it's like this. No, no, because no, wait a second. Like this or no?
No, because we are not okay. So you think that a person can be purchased? Because
No.
you're saying that a person in this case is purchased. So you're going to buy a person. You're going to buy people in a store.
Yes, no, not really. No.
Exactly. So it's not correct, right?
Okay.
Grammatically, it's correct because it's reduced and everything, but it's illogical because we are talking about in the second clause, the buyer gets a guarantee on all items. We are talking about a person. And in the second one, in the first one, in the adverb clause, we are talking about
An
an,
object?
an object. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
So I
it's
need
passive,
when
right?
it.
It is okay. It is okay. Okay, so we are going to change. Okay, let's see. Let's put it more like specifically in order to make it correct. For example, when all the items
Okay.
are purchased at this store, the buyer gets a guarantee in all the items. No, just like this, the buyer gets a guarantee, and that's it. Okay, so if I want to reduce it, I am going to omit the subject and the verb to be. Okay, so when purchased at the store, the buyer gets that blah 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 blah. Okay,
Yeah.
so but remember, we are talking about a person,
Yep.
all right?
Next one. So it's correct, right?
Number six? No, incorrect.
It's incorrect. I'm lost. Oh my god.
Okay, because we are talking
You-
here, we are talking about a person, and here we are talking about a thing. Okay,
Okay, it needs to be the same of the same subject in the two sentences.
no, they don't have to be the same subject, but they have to agree in order to have sense. So okay, so let's understand it. The buyer gets a guarantee. Okay, so this is
Mm-hmm.
the independent clause. This is the main clause. Okay, the buyer gets a guarantee in all items. So we are talking about the buyer who gets a guarantee in
Yep.
all the items. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. When purchased at this store means that a thing or a product that is purchased in this store um, gets a guarantee. Okay, but the problem is that, like you said, this one is talking about a person, sorry, a thing, because it's passive also. So let's say if you want to make it like this, when he is, imagine that this is the complete one. When he is purchased at this store, the buyer. So this is not correct. Why? Because it's illogical. We are talking about a person. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
let's
Yep.
change it to a correct form. Let's talk about a person or change the other part to a thing. Okay. So the complete clause would be like this: the buyer gets a guarantee when no a guarantee on all items when they are purchased
Okay.
at this store. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
right.
better.
Better. That's right. Excellent. Good.
Okay.
That's why it's incorrect. Okay. They are purchased. Yes. All right. Good. So let's change to the number 7.
Okay, we have the medicine, and here we have medicine unless is the right now or yes. Oh my god, let me check. No, yes, yes, because we have if and unless or no. I can't remember.
Unless it's a connector. That's right. Okay.
Okay, so the medicine is not affecting
The
unless.
missing in hand. Yes. Okay.
Okay, here's the action is not effective.
It's not effective. Yes. This is the action of this of the first clause, and in the
And
second
here we
clause,
have taken.
taken. Very good. It's past participle. Took, take, taken. Take, took, taken. Sorry. Take, took, take. So remember, after the connector, you have to put a subject and a verb. And it's reduced. Look, here we don't have subject, so that means that it's reduced.
Medicine is effective unless it
Exact. It is.
It is
Taken as directed. Okay, like that.
taken again.
No, taken is like this, unless it
Uh,
is taken as directed. This is the complete clause. And the reduce, you're going to meet it is.
we say I'm
So
lost. I just have it is T. It
it
is
is
take?
correct. It
No.
is correct. But this is the complete one. This is a complete.
Mm-hmm.
And this is reduced. The question is reduced. So remember, you're going to reduce it. Omitting.
Taking? We need to put
No, no, no.
taking.
Remember, you're going to meet the subject and the verb to be.
Uh-huh.
So it's correct.
Oh, my brain. Sorry. Today
Okay,
I'm lost and
don't
sick.
worry. Remember, there are two forms, or there are two ways to reduce an adverb clause. Okay, so you're
Mm-hmm.
going to keep the connector and
Yep.
you're going to meet the subject and the verb to
Mm-hmm.
be. And
Mm-hmm.
when the verb is not the verb to be, you are going to meet the subject and the verb, but you are going to change that verb to the ing
Ah,
form.
okay, yes. And in this one, yes, we have the verb to be.
And
Yep.
in this one, yes, we have to
Yeah.
have the verb to be because we have past participle. Taken is past participle. It is
Mm-hmm.
passive. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
remember the past participle goes after the verb to be to make it passive. Okay,
Okay, yep.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
And it also because it's present, right? It's not. Okay,
Yep.
all
Sorry.
right. Good, excellent. Let's go with number 8.
Where you have you should initiate is the action a lot of before is the connector
Very good.
by is the action. You should negotiate a lot. So here we need a person before you.
Before you,
Okay, it's incorrect because
very
in this
good.
one I need to put buying,
Excellent. Very good.
and the complete one is you should negotiate a lot before you.
Buy. You
Yeah,
buy.
that's right.
Yes,
Yep.
you buy a new car.
Actually,
Yes. This is the complete one.
yeah.
And the reduce is buying, before buying.
Buying. Okay, yeah.
Yes, you understand? Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yay.
Number 9.
Okay, here we have the connector, the action, the swimsuits. Can be return is the action. So here we have this ones, and we have the complete ones. We are
Did you
talking
see
about
this
the
is very
swim
similar to the
swimsuit.
one that we have here, right? But that's the difference. Look, here we have buyer. Yeah, in the number 9 we have swimsuits. This is a person. This is a thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Swimsuits. Also, I have once the swimsuits are purchased. Yes, I thought. Yep, are purchased.
Exactly. Very good. Excellent.
So it's
Or just
correct. Or just
once they, no,
they.
once they
Okay.
are, once they are purchased, the swimsuits cannot be returned. That's right. This is the complete one. Okay, so it's correct or incorrect? You didn't say.
It's correct.
Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And the last one, number 10.
Those here, oh my, is located near the coast. The town doesn't get much urban breeze. Interesting. Okay, so we have here town doesn't get much. Here we have thought. The action is located. It is not I'm going to put maybe like this, and I say that it's correct.
Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Correct. Though it's not okay. No, doesn't okay. Okay, very good. Excellent. All right. Questions? Not so much.
No.
Okay, so let's practice these two skills. How to reduce. Remember, so skill number 13,
Oh my god.
reduce adjective clause. Okay. Number 14, reduce adverb
Harvard
clauses.
classes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to the practice. Practice 13, 14. Okay, I am going to start with number one, then you number two, and then I am going to do the unpaired numbers. Okay, you are going to do the pair. A number, so each of the following sentence contains a reduced clause. Underline the reduced clause, then indicate the sentence are correct or incorrect. So number one, I find my connector and then I have to find if I have a comma, so that's correct. Good, so let's go to the subjects and verbs. Subject of the second clause, she was pleased is the subject, okay? And also we have another connector that is what, but this is a noun clause connector, and is the object of the preposition with.
Okay, yes.
So that doesn't matter, okay? It's just a confusion. It's just a confusion that they made. Oh, this is a sentence that they made to make confusion, but this is not the important thing about this sentence because this is correct, okay? Very good. Okay, so the thing that I have to look for is that in this part, I have just was surprised. So that means that is either incorrect or reduced. So I am going to the complete one. Though, though she was surprised with the results at the results. She was pleased with what she had done. Okay, so that means that is incorrect, right? You notice why? Because
Because we
if I
cannot
want,
use it at the beginning or no?
no, because remember, if
No?
I want to reduce it, I have to reduce the
Ah, yes, we
subject.
don't need the was.
Exactly,
Ah, that's right.
very good.
Yeah. Oh, oh my God. Yes.
That's right. We don't need the was. Very good.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God.
All right, so it's your turn. Number two.
Okay. Okay, we have a comma here. Yeah, it's better. I think it's incorrect at the beginning now because I don't have a connector.
But we remember that we are reviewing adjective and adverb. We are reviewing both. We are reviewing both.
Okay, so yes, yep. So we have wearing only light sweater. She stepped out. Is this one that we can use at the beginning?
Yes, because it's
And
an
we
adjective
say
clause.
she, and we say wearing. No, she. No.
We have to start with a connector. Okay, so wait, let's start with the connector.
Who?
Exactly, who, because it's an adjective clause, right? Who, and remember, it's a subject connector. You're not going to write a subject. You're just going to write a verb.
Who was wearing?
Okay, but check the other tense of the second clause. She
Is
stepped out.
past.
So who?
Word.
Excellent. Who wore? Excellent. And the complete clause would be she who wore only a light sweater stepped out into the pouring rain. Okay, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to reduce it, you can omit the
That's right.
connector and the verb, and you're going to change it to ing form. And remember, just adjective clauses can be at the beginning of the sentence without the connector.
Adjective clause. Okay.
Yes?
Adjective clause. So
Very good. Adjective clause, just added. Yes, that's
yeah,
right. So it's correct or incorrect?
it's correct.
Very good.
My brain. But yes. Uh-huh.
All right, number three, my turn. The family stopped to visit many relatives while driving across the country. Sorry. So I am going to notice. Yes, very good. Excellent.
While
Very
driving
good.
across
It's
the
an
country,
adverb connector, so it's not a adjective plus connector. It's
her
an adverb
family
connector.
stopped to visit their relatives while they what they drew. This one maybe I'm not sure. Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes.
I was not sure.
Yes, very good. The same tense past. That's right.
Okay.
This is the
So
complete one. So
it's correct.
very good. Is correct. Number four.
Company president. I need a, I have a call. Needed a vacation. Me too. I have more than applying for the Bahamas. Oh my god.
You have two commas, okay?
Yeah, that's right. So this one is a positive
Yes.
and the company president for applying for the Bahamas, okay? Okay, so maybe here is the thing and I complete one is the company president. No, you no, you
Connector.
I put which.
But we are talking about the president, the company president.
So it's who?
Remember, an adjective clause is going to describe a noun that is before the connector or before the clause. So the president, it's a person.
So it's who?
Yes, it's who.
Yes, I was thinking that, but like I have company, so I
Company
was
in
not
this
sure.
case is the adjective.
Oh, okay, so it's who? Oh my god.
Okay, who, yes,
Is
who is needed.
yeah, no right?
Okay, here look the other part of the clause. This one is past.
Yes, it's in fact.
You are describing the president with the verb need. So who, connector who, yes, you're right. Who,
Need
exactly, who needed. This is the
in
complete one.
past also.
A vacation. Who
I,
needed a vacation. This is the complete one. So now the reduced. You are going to,
needing. Oh no.
excellent, excellent,
Okay,
very
yeah.
good. You are going to meet the connector and the verb in the if the verb is not the verb to be, you are going to change it to the ing form. Okay,
Yeah.
so is
Needing.
the sentence is
It's incorrect.
incorrect.
Yep.
All right, very good. Number five.
Okay, we have one line for the job. Should bring the reference. When you, I think it's correct, and the complete one is when you.
Yes,
No,
correct.
wait,
Complete.
When you, oh my god, when you, double P, right? It's when you apply.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. This
6.
one is she looked up into the dread. Dread? Dreary?
Dreary. Dreary es
Dreary.
como triste, deprimente. Give me one second. Dreary. Triste, sí, triste. Lúgubre,
Okay, interesting.
deprimente.
I forgot to check the.
Connectors, connectors.
I'm looking for. We
I don't
don't have
have.
a connector.
Exactly, we don't have connectors, so that means that is reduced, but it's not an adverb clause. It's an adjective clause. Excellent. You're describing the sky. Very good.
So the complete word is she looked up into the dreary.
Yes, pretty.
Which?
Which, very good. Which,
Only which was filled.
which was filled. This is the complete one. Very good. And the reduced,
We don't need the was,
we
right?
don't need the was. Very good.
Oh my god. So it's incorrect.
It's incorrect. Very good.
My brain is here, but at the same time, no.
Oh my gosh, really?
Really?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's the
Okay.
vaccine
Yeah,
because my
maybe.
father had the same like behavior as you.
Really?
Yes, like he was very tired, very very tired.
Oh. Yeah, the number
We almost
seven,
finished.
right?
We almost finished.
I know. Feeling. No, that's an adjective. What I'm doing? I'm trying to log in this. Okay, we have a comma.
Okay, we have a comma.
We have Sally and wanted to try get back to work. Okay, so
Okay.
here we have Philly. Oh my god, we're no week now. Okay, so maybe it's a reduced one. Here we have something at the beginning, and we need
Uh-huh.
to use who because we are talking about Sally.
Very good.
But I'm not sure about if Sally wanted to try to get back to work. Philly. Sally who was?
But check
No,
the other
no, no,
tense.
no.
The tenses.
Sally who failed.
Excellent. Very
Yeah.
good. Very
So
good.
it's
Excellent.
correct, right?
Is correct.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and the next one we have before the action decided, well, decided to have a surgery to have. You should get a second opinion. That's interesting. Okay. Before the complete one is before you.
Yes.
Before you.
It's modal.
Yes, that's why I'm lost. Before you.
Present. Present.
Before you. So it's only like this one. It's the complete one is before you only
And
decide.
before you decide, that's right. This is the complete one. And the reduced
It's incorrect
is incorrect. That's right.
because
Why?
I need to put here with so with deciding.
Deciding. Very good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yep.
Very good.
The
Okay. 9.
construction material is the we have a comma here. Oh Dios, my oh Dios, what I'm doing?
Okay.
Sorry. Hey, wait a second. I don't have battery. I okay. So we have the construction
Mm-hmm.
material is the subject.
Good.
Now, yes, it's charging. Yes, okay. The construction material is the subject. We have a comma here. We have a comma here. We have the action here. So this is the construction material. If the room a rustic feeling, yes. So it's in this place a rather rainy type of wood. Yeah.
Mhm.
The construction material. So it's an object. I'm going to use which.
Okay.
It's incorrect.
Why?
I don't know.
The complete one would be
I'm thinking the construction material. Which I'm
is
going to put
describing. Is
this one,
an
but I'm not
but
sure.
is describing the material. Okay, yes, which was okay, excellent. Which was very good. Okay, so the reduced.
I don't know.
Remember, when it's an adjective clause, you are going to meet the subject that in this case is which and the verb to be.
Uh-huh. So yes, it's correct.
Exactly, is correct.
Really?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that was I don't know. Okay,
You understand?
a little bit.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the last one.
The application. Okay, here is will be is this action. Okay, here is this word. Submitted is the action. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. The application will at least will if the application will at least be reviewed if it is me or no.
Exactly. If it, oh my gosh, if it is
Ah,
submitted,
yes, yes, sorry. Yes, it
it's the complete one. And the
sub-
reduced,
it's
so
incorrect
it's
because we need to put submitting. No.
no, because remember when you
No.
have the subject and the verb to be,
Ah, yes, we only late. So
exactly,
yes, it's correct.
it's correct. Very good. Okay, so let's finish here. As a homework, please, Asa, when you feel a little bit better,
Yes.
eh, try to do this one, please. TOEFL
Okay.
exercise skill 13, 14 is on page number 213. Okay,
Okay. With 10
with
minutes,
time, yes,
right?
with time, please, 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 with time. And don't see the answer key, obviously.
Oh, yes, don't worry. I'm
All
honest.
right. Okay. Thank you. So see you next Friday. Have a really good day.
Thank you so much, you too. Okay, see
Bye.
you. And thank you. Bye.
See you.